Hi Libra, this is Lindsay from Scream Queen Bee Tarot, and I have to apologize. I filmed your video a couple of days ago and somehow deleted it. So you are the last video that's going out this month. Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, I'm going to keep what came up in mind. Oh my God, that's so funny. The one that flipped out also flipped out just now. So that one intention to remember is definitely going to be here. I also think there could be a reason that we're going to take a fresh approach of this. And if it's relevant, I feel like I will mention what was brought up, if I can remember it. This is making so much more sense now. Progression, progression, progression. Okay, yes, beautiful. Okay, yeah, I think this was definitely for a reason. So what I do is I take major energy for this month, January 2019, and then 3 clarifiers to kind of give us a perspective of the energies or thoughts, you know, just what we're working through and what's coming up. So the first time I did your reading, this card flew out of the deck and it did so again. And originally, this card came with the 5 of Cups. And I spent some time going over how essential that is and how the 5 of Cups actually does have a reference to this. Let's just pull this up. Okay, and this card was on the bottom of the deck twice. This is bizarre. I love this. I just love the synchronicity that comes with tarot. And for those of you who pull cards, you know, why this delights us all the time when it happens all the freaking time. I don't know. I think it would bore the layman, but for me, it never ceases to amaze me, or I never take for granted the synchronicity. It's just more confirmation of spirit coming through and helping us along the path. So I'm really excited maybe to do this again. And if I didn't mention it already, I'm a Libra too, so of course I'm excited about everything, all the things, too many things. So I just want to do this for those of you who are not familiar with tarot or as much with the Rider-Waite deck. This is pretty important right here. So this came as your central energy for January originally in the first video. And so we see here, this is someone that is, this is the card of sorrow. This is the card of grief, like just really being lost in the cups. Now, why I feel the 2 of Cups is so essential is because they're right here behind this person that is in mourning. And so it is grieving and focusing way too much attention on what is not relevant, what doesn't matter, what is not true, what is not present. It's really being stuck in the past. And so the fact that it didn't come up this month, and the 2 of Cups did with this card as well. This flew out with the 2 of Cups. This is the card of rest, reflection, contemplation, like really going into your own energy and, you know, perhaps healing from that kind of energy, right? This sense of loss. Doesn't always have to be about a romantic relationship. Some of you may have still been healing from a separation, but to me, when this came out, it resonated with me in terms of one loss can trigger all the others. It can be overwhelming. And that has to do a lot with the loss I've had in my family, the loss with my own addiction, losing people to addictions. That's, you know, where I'm coming from a lot of the time. And to me, this is the card of self-pity. It's that sadness and getting really lost and perhaps addicted to that pain. So I'm very happy to see that card fuck right off this month, and to see more moving into away from the rumination and more onto the reflection. So we're really looking at what we've learned from those losses, what has been the silver linings or the lessons or the reflection of ourselves in those relationships, or the hard times, the adversity, all of that. Because nothing is just happening to us, it is just happening, and how we interpret that is really telling about what we think of ourselves or life or love, all of that stuff. And I think because this came out twice, and because we had the Lovers at the bottom of the deck twice, we are really moving into a deeper state of relationship, and attracting. I think some of us, if you don't have this soulmate relationship in your life right now, it is coming quickly, like a bat out of hell. Like, this has flown out of the deck twice when I am meditating on Libra. So this is here or quickly coming into our lives. And it's a completely different relationship. This is really allowing that heart space cleansing. And if you haven't watched it yet, please go watch the new moon reading I did for January 5th, because all of the synchronicity about our heart healing and the divine feminine coming into the heart space and letting go of those relationships where there's been hostility, where you felt indecisive, where you felt stuck in the past, and nothing was really moving forward, and maybe you've repeated that experience multiple times. This is a different era. This is really moving into a new cycle, and the world came up for that too. So this is what's coming in. This is the major theme of January, is really feeling these energies, which is so beautiful. And of course, look at the synchronicity here with the healing angel. We have the symbol of medicine and healing. We have the nakedness, right? And the major arcana, this is about vulnerability and showing up and being recognized. In the minor, it is, two people with full cups that are coming together to cheers in celebration. This isn't about filling each other's cup. This is the twin flame card. This is the excitement of seeing yourself in another, that recognition, really, really healing energies. And then the 3 clarifiers that come with that, beautiful, we have the 6 of Swords. So with that reflection, we're really moving away from the grief and sorrow. We're going into a whole new era, a new cycle, new energy. And so is your partner, whether masculine or feminine. This relationship is equally healing on both sides. I love that this was erased and we're doing this again, because it's getting clearer into a much more healing, a healing pathway, right? And what I love too is the major arcana happening here, the Magician. This is what I'm feeling from this, is that you are already healed and you have the power to heal others because of this pain. And you have everything at your disposal, which does not mean that you've healed yourself. I think that's a very important thing. If you are taking credit for everything, and not that, we need to play victims, but everything that's happened in your life, the adversity, the pain, the characters that you've had to perhaps pray for to stop being resentful about, they have helped heal you. They are absolutely a part of your journey. And hopefully the Magician is like really using all of that material. It's using all that shit and turning it into fertilizer. That is what this card is about. That is what you're going to be doing with this year, to be like, wow, I've been through so much. Now, what can I do? What is possible for me now that I am deeply loved? I just posted this on Instagram, a whole thing of the awakening of when we get rid of the toxic patterns and however that manifests in our life, we can be of so much more service to our higher power, to our community, to our partners, our family, just by showing up in a supermarket, among the chaos and not being a dick. That's changing the world, like one moment at a time. And our other clarifier, the last one for the month here, is the Ten of Pentacles. So many of you who understand tarot, what this usually means in a relationship setting is this is, a card that speaks to marriage. This speaks to creating a legacy. Sorry, I really enjoy eating my hair, apparently. Ugh, I can feel it everywhere. Where is it? Oh God, what a gong show. Creating a legacy, having abundance, energetic and financial. This is being surrounded by your community, being honored in your community. And so I think a lot of you are bringing in this relationship that is inspiring others to believe in love and that connection, inspiring others that, oh, maybe we too can have that and be part of that. This is deeper commitment. This is really allowing yourself to bring spirit, right? The major arcana is the spiritual, raising the consciousness of the importance of that twin flame, soulmate partnership. This is the manifestation of the heart, of really feeling that connection and the excitement and celebration. And this is the physical manifestation. So you're actually seeing your environment change as a result of this. There it is. Sticky lips today. Yes, got it. Free. And that's the thing, the freedom, right? And look at the synchronicity here. We have the 2 6s happening. We have the accumulation of all that you've gone through, right? So we have the 1st to the 10, the first impulse to the highest expression of this relationship. That this is something you're bringing forward into your life. You're working toward a partnership that is going to be abundant in, you could be working together, you could be collaborating together, you could be showing up in your community, you could be giving talks, inspiring others to heal as you have, selling some of that fertilizer and helping people move away from their pain as well. You're doing this together. This relationship is pulling you forward, right? And what is so important, I'm going to speak to, and those of us who have, where's the 4? Where did I put it? Yeah. When you arise, right? This is one that is laid within the tomb. And typically the tombs, this is not actually a body. This is the statue of the body. You're inside of this. So you've cocooned, you've reflected, you've allowed yourself to go into the underworld, to heal, to grieve. We see, the couple here in the stained glass. We see the 3 of Swords here. This is wisdom obtained by the sorrow. The 3 of Swords, again, is the image of the heart being pierced by the 3 swords. You have now acquired that and moved into a different place. Together, you are moving into, see the rough waters here, right? You're moving into smoother emotional states. And this is what I think is so important. When you pull these swords out of the boat, what happens? The water comes in. The water fills up and you are pulled under and you drown. Even though this is heavy, it's necessary. Everything that you've earned through your pain is necessary. It is the boat, or the boat. It's the boat. It's not the boat. It is the safety within the boat to make sure that you are going to make it to the other side. It's keeping all of the other pain, the psychological torment, the self-doubt, self-loathing, everything that you've been through. It's keeping it at bay. You don't want to ever let go of the lesson. You want to travel with it. you should be taking it with you. Otherwise, what happens? We repeat the lesson until we integrate it on a deep level. Let's see what else we have here in terms of, we do have children here. We have, there's two children, right? We have the little one here, and we have the little guy and the two dogs. They look like whippets. They remind me of Cousin Lori's whippets. I think they're whippets. Are they greyhounds? She'll correct me. Cute little animals. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, the presence of the fruit, the presence of the lilies, the presence of the roses, right? We have this deep abundance happening all over here. You know, if you're pulling cards yourself, you want to really pay attention to what's not so obvious or what you may overlook. We have the passion and also bearing of fruit, right? We have all of that happening here. Yeah, the laurels and the roses again, right? So this is reaching to a higher consciousness. This is showing up in relationship in a completely different way, and allowing your heart center to really feel and integrate that this relationship is different, that you are healed, you are moving forward, and this person that is in your life is bringing a lot of magic, here. This the magician can be, I think, is it Scorpio? I don't know why I want to say Scorpio. Really can be any sign, because all of the minor arcana are represented here. But it's someone that has the ability to really bring the magic back into your life, bring you back to life, get you out of that tomb, and wanting to participate in a new way, and wanting to participate in a very vulnerable way, right? The Lover's card is so essential. It's one of my favorites. We just see, I'm just in love with this card. Love with love. There's something really special about this coming forward for you. And if it's not here yet, again, flying through the air. This is coming for you right now. So enjoy. My goodness, I think this is the longest one. I didn't realize I talked for that long. Yeah, if you want a personal reading, definitely hit me up below. Otherwise, until next time. And if this is happening for you and you're so excited about it and it's resonating, please leave me a line below. I'd love to hear from you. So until next time.